All right, also want to turn our attention towards the Holiday Bowl. The USC Trojans and Cody Kessler and company. Clay Helton, now the coach, Pac-12 South champion, so they won their division, 33 all-time bowl wins. They're taking part in the Holiday Bowl December 30th, 10:30 Eastern on ESPN against the Badgers. Wisconsin tied for second in the Big Ten West, 14th straight bowl appearance for Wisconsin overall. USC, interesting season here, Mayday. So they have all sorts of high expectations coming in, Cody Kessler and all the rest of it. Steve Sarkisian ends up getting ousted. Helton comes in. They don't win against Stanford, but do you feel like the program, if they win here, it's something about finishing the season on a high note?
Absolutely. For Clay Helton, the new head coach, and I think for Cody Kessler to go out strong like this, and I think the rest of these players, I think when you can finish a season like this with a win, particularly a bowl victory in your last game, that says a lot about your program, a lot about your character as players. So I think they're going to put everything into it. I think when you look at the wide receivers that they have, Juju Smith-Schuster, the way that he plays, the experience that they've got, the running backs and the depth and talent that they have. You know, you look at this team, they've got a lot of good players. They just need help at the offensive line. At the center position, they're down to their third center. And their defense, they need to make sure.
I think they're down to their fourth center in this game.
They need to make a lot of changes on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I think that's the real issue. But I love what I've been hearing about Clay Helton, what he's done with this team. He's instituted this feeling of family. They actually get the team together, and they have dinner on Tuesday nights. And the thing that I've thought about USC since the heyday, since you guys beat them in the national championship game, they are Hollywood front runners. They've been teams that have been ranked high, but as soon as things go poorly, they tank. And I think with Clay Helton, what we've seen is the team has been able to weather some of those storms. And I've seen a team that's more resilient because they're more together. They're thinking about what they can do for each other, not what they can do for themselves.
A little individualistic at times.
I like the hire. I know Kim Helton, Clay's dad, very well. And he's been the interim twice. He's helped them get through very difficult times. He knows how to recruit. He knows the place. He knows what they need. He's been through the ups and downs. It's kind of like Texas. It's a crazy place. You got a lot of stuff you got to balance, not just coaching. And I think he can handle all of that. I do worry about them in this bowl game. Paul Chryst is a really good football coach, and USC will not be as excited about Wisconsin as they were Stanford or UCLA. Wisconsin's going to be pumped now, and they can run the football. And we called the USC-Colorado game. I don't think that USC's as talented and deep as everybody thinks they are. You get a Dory Jackson and Smith-Schuster, and you see these really pretty guys that can fly, but all over the box, I think we just think they're SC, so they got all the players. I don't think they're there yet. I do think probation lingers for a while. Then you get a few injuries. And watching them, they were pretty coming out, but it's just not as strong and deep as everybody thinks it is.
Especially along that defensive line. I mean, you lose a guy like Leonard Williams. You know, the one guy on this defense, though, that I love to watch is Sua Cravens. He's one of those hybrid-type players, linebacker, safety type, tremendous athlete. So he's fun to watch. But you're right, the numbers just aren't there yet, and the talent level isn't there yet.
Sua Cravens gets there really fast, and he's mad when he gets there. He will knock your head off, I'm telling you.
Gets there with bad intentions.
He does.
But the one thing they get those skill position guys, the running backs and the wide receivers that can make plays, and now they just got to come up with a quarterback for the future.
Yeah,
I think that's the key for USC. Down the road, if you're looking big picture, they've got to find a quarterback for the future.
Castro certainly left an imprint with that school. Elsewhere, the